Hello and welcome back to this channel on the Enneagram Essence Body Types. On this episode we look at the Saturn type, a positive active type. The ruling gland is the anterior pituitary, which governs growth and reproduction. Saturn's chief feature is dominance. Saturns are big-boned with an elongated angular structure. They have a serious disposition, stern, deliberate in movement and in decision-making from their rule-defining position of overview. This type is naturally altruistic, the teacher, the leader, the father of the types, regardless of gender. They lead with due diligence and a strict bearing. Saturns are typically tall, or at least give off the impression of height, if under 6 feet tall, due to their slimline, elongated bone structure. Cate Blanchett is a good example at 5 foot 8.5 inches, and Robin Wright more so is surprisingly just under 5'7", while giving the slender body frame impression of appearing taller. They're both shorter than I am, and I'm a Mercury. I digress. This type has an austere, sit-up-straight vibe, a calmly aloof demeanour, prone to a stiff upper lip. You will often find Saturns in upper management positions, as their mind's eye is always on the big picture. Earnest and with a thoughtful gaze, Saturns habitually think carefully with considered deliberation before they act, thus rendering them the slowest of the active types. The Statue of Liberty, along with a great many shop window mannequins, are Saturns for their model, statuesque, long body frame. Saturn men can either have a commanding voice,
Parts anyway.
So my portfolio was always so heavy that I would end up at these meetings super sweaty. So I always used to carry around a crisp blue shirt so I could change into before the meetings.
or a thin, reedy voice.
It's already going to one customer or one client that you will not be able to access.
He bid and amongst others, and he won. He had a helicopter, a scout, so he could fly to the funeral, and some 6 months ago they got married.
In any case, both Saturn men and women speak with a measured and pointed tone.
Go around, sort of made out with all jeans.
They're as good as the ones that we all know and love.
Watch what they've done. It's been incredible to be a part of some of the matches and major championships.
They expect obedience from others within an organisation in which Saturn is in control.
Now, you are to stay in bed. You are not to go out into the gardens.
You work tonight, and you bring me the money. It doesn't matter how late.
They like things done properly, and they decide what constitutes properly. Other types may view Saturns as ponderous and dull. Just as likely, Saturns may well view other types as needing parental guidance. This is not a sensual or indeed frivolous type. A dancing Saturn almost has the feel of a dancing robot, albeit a high-precision robot if they get good technically, since they tend to value precision over passion. They love giving advice, and on some level they just seem to innately know what's right for others they encounter closely. Alexei Lubomirsky is a world-class photographer and author of a book he wrote for his sons titled Princely Advice for a Happy Life. Saturns naturally have a rational level-headedness about them, one they righteously use to make others see things clearly.
In this country, our courts are the great levelers. Scout, you know what a compromise is?
Abraham Lincoln was the ultimate Saturn type with a thin, reedy voice, but no less effortlessly formidable in an understated way. Whether they are company directors or participants in a hiking expedition, Saturn's diligently leads the way, the right way, until others follow Saturn's lead.
And a good night's sleep is right at the top of that list.
Actor Henry Fonda played the paternal leader Saturn type to perfection in the 1957 movie 12 Angry Men. As a member of a jury taking time out to discuss a criminal court case involving an 18-year-old boy on trial for murdering his father, Henry Fonda is the first and only juror to vote not guilty, and then consistently throughout demonstrates altruism and diligent overview, fully committed to discussing the murder case properly by weighing up all the angles, not letting a single stone remain unturned.
You're talking about a matter of seconds. Nobody can be that accurate.
Well, I think testimony that could put a boy into the electric chair should be that accurate.
I'd like to change my vote to not guilty.
Until gradually, one by one, the other jurors follow suit with not guilty verdicts. This movie is a picture-perfect example of a Saturn type leading the way among all others thinking he's wrong before collectively outgrowing their initial cognitive dissonance or outright reluctance in coming to realise the Saturn way, as in this case, is indeed the right way forward. If you enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.